The massacre at Bloody Falls was an incident that took place during Samuel Hearne's exploration of the Coppermine River on 17 July 1771. Chippewa and Copper Indian Dean men led by Hearne's guide and companion Watanabe attacked a group of Copper Inuit camped by rapids approximately 15 kilometers upstream from the mouth of the Coppermine River. Just after midnight on 17 July, the Dean set upon the Inuit camp and killed approximately 20 men, women, and children. Hearne was traumatized by the massacre, saying, "And I am confident that my features must have feelingly expressed how sincerely I was affected at the barbarous scene I then witnessed. Even at this hour I cannot reflect on the transactions of that horrid day without shedding tears." He named the waterfall Bloody Falls. The site of the massacre, which was the traditional home of the Kogluk Togmiut, is now located in Kugluk, Bloody Falls Territorial Park near Kugluktuk, Nunavut. It was designated a National Historic Site in 1978. In 1996, Dean and Inuit representatives participated in a healing ceremony to reconcile the centuries-old grievance. The incident is referred to in the John New Love poem Samuel Hearne in Wintertime. Genesis of the massacre. Towards the end of May 1771, Samuel Hearne began to notice that the Chippewa Indians accompanying him on his expedition had motives other than his planned survey of the Coppermine River. On the party's arrival at Pesho Lake, Watanabe and a number of the men accompanying Hearne began to make arrangements for their wives and children to be left behind. Later on, when the party arrived at Chloe, each of the Chippewan men crafted shields from thin boards, 60 centimeters wide and 90 centimeters long. Hearne noted that his party was joined by a number of Indians who were solely interested in propagating a war against the Inuit. In the travel narrative describing his journey, he claimed that as the group advanced north into Inuit territories, it became evident that his companions were gradually plotting an act of savage, shocking, and brutish violence. Hearne began to remonstrate with the Indians, but failed in his attempt. In his account of the events that transpired, he states that, "I endeavored as much as possible to persuade them from putting their inhuman design into execution, but so far were my entreaties from having the wished-for effect, that it was concluded that I was actuated by cowardice." On the 1st of June 1771, the few remaining women and children, as well as the dogs and the heavy luggage, were left behind by the party, and a group of about 60 men advanced north, heading towards the Coppermine River. 4 weeks later, on the 2nd of July 1771, the party came across a group of Copper Indians, who, on learning the purpose of the exploration party's journey, supplied the party with canoes and other necessities. However, 17 men abandoned the exploration party in the coming days, claiming that the difficulty of the trek outweighed the pleasure that was to be derived from killing the Inuit. The remaining members of the exploration party arrived at the Coppermine River on 14 July 1771. Immediately on arrival, as Hearne commenced his survey, 3 scouts were sent to locate any Inuit who may have been camping near the river. The scouts returned on 16 July 1771, and reported that 5 Inuit tents had been found on the west side of the river. This news brought the survey work to a complete halt, and the men began to prepare for war.